Hi everyone, this is BotPlayerAI, and let's go to today's news. The development of Cyberpunk 2077 sequel is going full steam ahead, and now CD Projekt Red has revealed the hiring of veterans from franchises such as Hitman, Diablo, Mortal Kombat, Dishonored, and more. First on the list is Dan Hernberg, who is jumping on to Project Orion as executive producer. His experience includes serving as head of production at Amazon Games and lead product manager at Blizzard Entertainment. Ryan Barnard, who will help as design director, is best known for working as a game director at Ubisoft Massive and gameplay director at IO Interactive. The engineering director spot will be handled by Alan Villani, who previously aided with technical direction on past Mortal Kombat games. Former Control, Dishonored: Death of the Outsider, and Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora developer Anna Mejdal will serve on Project Orion as lead writer. Finally, Alexander Freed will also help with writing after previously working with studios like DICE, Obsidian Entertainment, and Wizards of the Coast. Details about the Cyberpunk 2077 sequel are still scarce, but some information previously disclosed by CD Projekt Red suggests that the game will feature a multiplayer mode and a treatment similar to that of the Witcher franchise, which implies a greater focus on things like gameplay improvements and features. The previously released Netflix sequel to Ubisoft's Valiant Hearts is set to be released for Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. As spotted by VGC, the Brazil Ratings Board has recently classified a console port of Valiant Hearts Coming Home. The side-scrolling adventure/puzzle game was previously only available on mobile devices and required a Netflix subscription. However, it seems like this will be no longer the case, according to the rating body. As part of a 3-game exclusivity deal between Netflix and Ubisoft, Valiant Hearts Coming Home was released in February 2023, nearly 10 years after the previous title, Valiant Hearts: The Great War, which received overwhelmingly positive reviews throughout the years on Steam. Coming Home takes place after the events of the Great War, featuring a narrative following for interweaving stories of friendship, survival, and sacrifice amidst the turmoil and tragedy of war. Activision has announced a Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 free trial that launches a day after Season 2. Season 2, which kicks off later today, February 7th, is the first big update of 2024, and adds a number of new maps, a new battle pass, and new cosmetics. The free trial runs from February 8th to 12th and grants access to the new Season 2 map Stash House as well as 8 other multiplayer maps across Team Deathmatch, Hardpoint, Kill Confirmed, Domination, and Team Gun Game. It also grants full access to Modern Warfare Zombies. Season 2 itself adds a good deal to Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer. 4 new core 6v6 maps arrive across Season 2, including 3 brand new 6v6 maps and a remaster of DOS House. There's a new war map, Operation Tin Man, in which you assault a downtown Urzixstan skyscraper from the skies. 5 new game modes, Team Gun Game, Snipers Only, Hardpoint and Bounty, and Juggermosh, and a Vortex playlist are all inbound. Elsewhere, expect Season 2 ranked play, and the new Ninja Vest for silent running, as well as a bonus knife and throwing star ammo. As for zombies, the Dark Ether story act continues with a new anomaly in the Exclusion Zone, the Second Rift, new challenges and schematics, and the addition of Warlord Curries, who set up shop at the Kill House in the Orlov military base. 2K Games has laid off an unknown number of developers at Visual Concepts, the studio behind games such as NBA 2K and LEGO 2K Drive. Well, the games industry bloodletting continues. Today Visual Concepts Austin laid off myself and a group of very talented developers, said former art manager Brad Bowling on LinkedIn. I have had a great time over the past couple of years working with some of the finest game devs in the industry. Over the past 23 years of making game art, I have seen some downturns but nothing like this. This is the latest round of layoffs Visual Concepts conducted in less than a year. Back in September 2023, Visual Concepts laid off several developers from its production, design, and quality assurance departments, including executive producer Joseph Cowan. 2K has also recently laid off staff at some of its other studios, such as XCOM developer Firaxis last year. 31st Union, which was initially founded in 2019 as 2K Silicon Valley, conducted layoffs just last month, even before shipping its first game. The director of Final Fantasy VIII says if he was ever in charge of a remake, he would change the game's battle system. Speaking to IGN ahead of the game's 25th anniversary, Yoshinori Kaitase was asked how he would improve the game should Square Enix ever decide to give it the same remake treatment as Final Fantasy VII. Kaitase replied that the game's combat system, specifically its stat-focused junction system, would be top of his list of proposed changes. I think you may remember we had the junction system in Final Fantasy VIII, he explained, and the thing about that system was the enemies leveled up in line with what the player's level was. And obviously you had to then use the junction system and how you customized that to overcome the challenge there. And I think it was a very difficult system for some people to get into. Depending on player skills, sometimes they just didn't work out the best way of doing it. So I think I'd want to return to that and really rework the battle system on Final Fantasy VIII, and make it something where that level of difficulty and approachability for some fans was a lot better balanced. So I think that's the thing I'd look at most if I was going to look at remaking it. 2'S did stress, however, that a Final Fantasy VIII remake would be a huge undertaking, saying, "It's such a massive investment of time and effort that we really have to think very hard about taking on any kind of project like that." Last month 2'S made similar comments about a potential Final Fantasy VI remake, telling French YouTuber Julien Cheese that he believed such a project would take roughly twice as long as it has to remake Final Fantasy VII. Marvel Spider-Man 2 will be getting its next big update on March 7th, and it will include the highly anticipated New Game Plus mode alongside new suits and more. Insomniac shared the news on X/Twitter, adding that it will be revealing the complete list of features closer to the actual release of the update. New Game Plus was originally set to be released by the end of 2023, but the studio shared that the mode and other requested features like audio descriptions would require more testing to ensure the quality is up to our standards. In the delay announcement, Insomniac also noted it was looking to add the ability to change the time of day, swap tendril colors, and replay missions. That's all the news for today, February 7, 2024. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. The links to all the subjects discussed in this video are available in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.